everyone, Kelt here. Prince William and Catherine's Royal Caribbean tour saw some controversy at the start. Before they even arrived, there were protests, allegedly, according to the media, that they did not want them there. It was implied that it was an opposition to British colonialism. Then it was said that it was really because they didn't want them on their land. They didn't want their land damaged by them. The problem was in Indian Creek, Toledo, and it seems that the ones protesting were in the minority, and the papers ran with it and made it out that it was a big no-no and that they weren't wanted, and it was all to do with their land. The locals didn't want the royal helicopter destroying their natural fauna. Well, the opposition had arisen from a dispute between residents of Toledo District and Flora and Fauna International, FFI, which is a conservation charity of which Prince William is patron. This all kicked off at the start of the tour of Belize, Jamaica and the Bahamas, which some see as a way to get support for the monarchy and to encourage other nations not to follow Barbados, who became republic, but to actually see the value of the monarchy. The locals of Belize said that they had not been consulted about William and Catherine's helicopter landing in this area, which was a local football pitch. I don't know how a helicopter could damage a football pitch. I would have thought it was already kicked up a bit. I don't know. Maybe I'm thinking of rugby. I also don't know what natural fauna you would have on a football pitch. Anyway, this ended up being a disagreement between the citizens and the state about the meaning of consent to do with communal land rights, which were expunged in the colonial period by the British. The head of the Indian Creek village said, "We don't want them to land on our land, and that's the message we want to send. They could land anywhere, but not on our land." So Kensington Palace, or rather a spokesperson for Kensington Palace, confirmed that due to the sensitive issues involving the community in Indian Creek, the visit had been moved to a different location. They decided instead to have them visit another venue, which introduced a family cacao business, and I'm sure they had fun with that. Catherine looked to be in her element regarding the chocolate. Now there's a complete turnaround whereby the locals are protesting about Catherine and William not coming to see them. It seems that the majority of the villagers wanted them to come and were looking forward to it. They were so disappointed that the visit was cancelled. The villagers staged a protest expressing their disappointment that the royal visit was cancelled, and some of them were holding signs with messages which read, "I want you back, Prince and Princess." I did smile thinking about this. The likelihood of this ever being written for the other couple. Can't quite see signs in the town of Sussex saying, "We want you back, Duke and Duchess." Catherine was looking amazing, so young and her hair flawless as ever, probably due to the team travelling with them, because they have an entourage of 15, which includes private secretaries, hairdresser, of course, and press team. This visit was a charm offensive. Already it's caused controversy, and they seem to be desperate to make sure that the other Caribbean nations don't remove the Queen as head of state this year. Notice that they say this year. So next year you'll be okay with it, perhaps. Maybe it's just that they want everything to be so-called normal until after the Platinum Jubilee. Interesting choice of words, though, don't you think? Don't do anything this year. Or don't appear to do anything this year. Jamaica have said, and I quote, "We see no reason to celebrate 70 years of the ascension of your grandmother to the British throne because her leadership and that of her predecessors has perpetuated the greatest human rights tragedy in the history of humankind." This group, which are called the Advocates Network, are expected to stage a protest on Tuesday outside the British High Commission in Kingston to coincide with the royals' arrival in Jamaica. The Cambridges are due to stay until Thursday, and then the next stop will be the Bahamas. I would expect after all that Catherine and William would just want to lie on a beach and soak up some sun. Anyway, looking forward to the photos of this and actually to see how full on the protests might be, because it is a very controversial subject, and I think a lot of them are fighting back and they don't want to have any monarchy. Most people warm to Catherine and William because they are so approachable. So if anyone can do it, I would say that they could. But already we have Harry and Meghan fans saying that it should have been them there. It should have been their trip. Well, they chose not to, didn't they? They chose to leave and to go and be private citizens. So can't have it both ways. Let me have your thoughts, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye. I just want to say thank you to all of those that support my channel. It means a lot to me, and I'm really grateful. I'll see you in the next one. Bye.